Hello, dear Dharma friends. This brief reading is from Julian Baker. All my negative coping mechanisms, compulsively praying, drinking till I black out, running until I have knee injuries, they're all just ways to push away my anxieties. Man, I went to so much therapy, and the most useful thing I've learned wasn't a practice. For so many years, I've heard people say, if you drink more water, if you meditate, if you take this course or read this book, then this will happen. And what I've learned is that part of being alive is just tolerating discomfort and uncertainty. She says, you have a thought and you just sit with it. The more you do it, the better you can roll with the punches of life. When you're sad, you accept it. You don't rush to apply meaning. You don't rationalize. You just sit with it. All of my negative coping mechanisms, compulsively praying, drinking till I black out, running until I have knee injuries, they're all just ways to push away my anxieties. Man, I went to so much therapy, and the most useful thing I've learned wasn't a practice. For so many years, I've heard people say, if you drink more water, if you meditate, if you take this course or read this book, then this will happen. And what I've learned is that part of being alive is just tolerating discomfort and uncertainty. You have a thought and you just sit with it. The more you do it, the better you can roll with the punches of life. When you're sad, you accept it. You don't rush to apply meaning. You don't rationalize. You just sit with it. And so here we are. Here sits a body. It is life. And this moment is not a dress rehearsal for when we will be alive. This is the very thing. The most succinct teaching of awakening I've ever heard came from Matt Flickstein, teacher of mine. You're already awake. Believe nothing to the contrary. And the simplest practice or non-practice is to simply sit here. Don't try to change anything. And then from the Buddha, there are some profoundly useful teachings and practices of a sort. He discovered, and please let's remember that the Buddha was a human being, an ordinary human being, who encountered great suffering in his life and went on a quest and found his way home. And after that, he spent 42 years or so sharing what he learned with anyone who was willing. And here, 2,600 years later, we follow that path. And so we could set an intention to stay here alive in the present moment. And we can abide in presence in the sensations of breathing. And we do this with great gentleness, great kindness. It's not a battle. It's a kind of resting back into the present moment. And of course, the mind wanders. It creates a past and a future. It creates remorse and regret and anxieties, plans, fears, hopes. We don't have to get rid of these. They're always passing away by themselves. So please let us sit together in great kindness and compassion. And let us watch the show of the self. And also let us notice those moments when there is simple presence and breathing in and breathing out. There is an exquisitely simple teaching from Ajahn Chah, a great Thai forest master of the last century. He said, whenever you wish to bring your practice into perfect balance, simply remember, this moment is like this. The mind may be very calm and quiet and pliable and filled with love and compassion. Or it may be wild. It might be anxious or frightened or desiring something, or it might be disliking what's happening right now. To demand that it be different creates a kind of war. So instead, we rest back into the present moment, and mindfulness is the key. How is the mind right now? This moment is like this. And in an instant, the war is over. Those who study such things say that our universe began something like 14.2 billion years ago. There was nothing, and then there was the universe. The great flash, the Big Bang, utterly inexplicable. And since then, galaxies have formed, planets have formed. No doubt countless advanced civilizations have formed. Species evolved. Human beings emerged. And human beings appear to be capable of awareness, the universe aware of itself. On this scale, our personal toils and anguish can seem very small. And yet, here we are. The Buddha discovered that one of the characteristics of all experience is what he called anicca, impermanence. Everything has its lifetime. Planets, species, relationships, thoughts, emotions. And right here in this very moment, this truth sings to us, shines brightly to us. Achan Buddhadasa of Thailand said that impermanence blazes at us with the brilliance of a million suns. It's a miracle we don't see it. But here it is. Each breath has its beginning. It is born. No one makes it happen. It happens like a season or like the waves rolling in on a beach. And so we are invited to embrace in-breathing and out-breathing with the greatest love and intimacy. Of course, the mind wanders, and thoughts are born in exactly the same way. They appear out of nowhere. Sometimes they stay around a while. Sometimes they are emotion-laden. Sometimes they come with thoughts of, I have to do this better, or I must strive harder, or self-recrimination because they exist. And it's possible to surrender into this moment and to be home in the present moment, this present moment, the only one that ever exists, to embrace the sensations of breathing completely. Now, because of the fact of incarnation, carne, meat, because of we have taken on a meat body, and we're deeply conditioned that this is who and what we are. We are very attached to the lives of these tiny specks in the vastness of the universe. We even forget to love each other. We even forget to love ourself manifesting as another person. For a few moments, let us suspend disbelief. Allow awareness to embrace the vast tingling and vibrating, which is life as this body. This is actually a practice of not doing. We don't have to make anything happen. Life is already happening. And perhaps notice that there can be awareness of this body as separate, apparently, from the room around it. But let your imagination and awareness and intuition now awaken to realize that the building you're sitting in actually exists within you. All the thoughts of past and future are within you. And in a way of compassion and loving kindness, please realize that you are the great gray whales headed north now after wintering in Baja California. Recognize that you are the deer in the forests. You are the great animals, the giraffes, the tigers, the lions of Africa. You are the babies that are being born right now. You are the persons who are dying today. You are the people of Gaza and Israel, the Congo. You are the trees, all of them. We are all the birds. We are the albatross with their 6 to 8 foot wingspans gliding over the ocean following ships. We are our beloveds. We are those that we cherish as our enemies. We are the kangaroos of Central Australia. We are the pets that we cherish. You can let your own mind create your ongoing list of those who we are. We are the ocean waves. We are the magma down under the earth's crust. We are that 4,000 miles of molten iron at the core of the earth. We are the entirety of the earth, this exquisite living blue and green and white and brown, mostly blue, little dust speck circling a small yellow sun, 2/3 of the way out in a galactic arm from what we call the Milky Way. We are all the galaxies. We are that which is awake and that which is unconscious. And all of this, somehow rooted, somehow based in a human body that is sitting here. We are the worries, the plans, the freedom, the joy, the compassion, the hard-heartedness. We are all that is. And please now, notice the aliveness in this one-of-a-kind ever body, person. Notice the aliveness of clothing touching your body. Notice the aliveness of your face. Come home to that which is the eyes. And as the gong sounds, allow the eyes to open. Notice the intention and the plan and then the opening. And notice the miracle of seeing. May all beings everywhere share in the merits of our practice.